We've got partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies outside right now. That marine layer has stuck around a little bit longer in the day than past days. The dense fog advisory, however, lifted. It left us at 10 a.m. and now we're closer to noon, and we still have right off the coastline some of that fog lingering. So it has receded quite a bit, but we still have a ways to go to get to partly cloudy or mostly sunny skies. The farther inland you go, the better chance you've got of it. So places like Ramona, El Cajon are already at a perfect 10 in terms of miles of visibility. However, along the greater coastline, you've still got that cloud cover lingering a bit into the 11 o'clock and closer to the noon hour. Now, looking at visibility as we speak, we are down to 3 and 4 miles closer to the coastline. This is worse than yesterday. So yesterday we were closer to 7 and 8 miles of visibility. Now we've kind of dropped that in half, and that's partially the reason why that dense fog advisory didn't even expire until 10 a.m. So an hour and 43 minutes ago, because it kind of stuck around a little bit longer than normal. So we still have, in some cases, that haze along the horizon, and we will for the next about 2 hours or so. But a good chance that the farther away you go from the coastline, you'll run into more sunshine. So Poway right now is under partly cloudy skies at 65 degrees. Escondido is at 66. Downtown San Diego 63. So pretty much 60s across the board. We are going to make our way close to the 70s for your coastline, but likely not touch it. 70s are going to be reserved for your inland valleys and for even some of your mountains. So let's look at the hour by hour across your coastline. The warmest point of the day is probably going to come just around 2 p.m. We could even beat 66. Some of our models put us as warm as 68 degrees for that time frame. Then we cool down. We get back to about the upper 50s by the time we get into 6 and 7 p.m. Clouds are going to rejoin us again. Low pressure system kind of swinging our way, and what that's going to do for us is bring us that marine layer cloud cover through each and every morning to come, essentially. So we likely will see more dense fog advisories, unless this is a kind of a patchy fog that we could see, but it will likely affect at least some of our communities into the next several days. Now, looking at our temperatures, we actually were treated to a nice stretch of above average temperatures, and that was from about last week, last Thursday, all the way through about Monday. The yellow on the screen here indicating above average temperatures, average being 67. So now that we've cooled down just a bit, we'll likely stay with that trend for today or Thursday, but I mean the warmest over the last 14 days that we got was back the Monday before last, and that was 82 degrees. Pretty toasty out there for a late November time frame and now for early December. Afternoon highs are going to rest mostly in the 60s along the coast, but as I mentioned, you'll jump into the 70s inland. So 75 this afternoon, pretty nice out there for Escondido, Ramona, and El Cajon. For, as I mentioned, early December, those temperatures are very comfortable. However, those above average temperatures won't rejoin us until we get to about Sunday or so. Between now and Saturday, we're going to stick with that trend of cooler temperatures, sea breeze along the coastline, and not quite as much sunlight as you maybe were expecting. So we cool down to about the mid-60s, not too tremendous of a cool down, but in some cases 4 or 5 degrees or so. Low 70s inland, jumping to the upper 70s by Sunday. That's when we start to pick up on more of the Santa Ana winds, clearer conditions, and offshore flow. And then early next week, it looks like those temperatures are going to kind of balance out around average. Wednesday, Thursday, we run into some of those cooler temperatures and could even see some precipitation in the forecast toward about next Wednesday and Thursday. Mountains are going to stay exclusively in the 60s, cooling down to the 50s though for Wednesday of next week, and we've got mostly 80s there on your forecast for the deserts. Doesn't look like that marine layer will stretch too far toward the mountains or deserts for many of the days to come. We still have a lot of sunshine there in the forecast. I'll send things back over to you for now.